Welcome back to another Professional Picks college basketball video. We won our last game out. We took USC +2 at home against UCLA, and they won outright. That moves our streak to a 2-game win streak now. But I wanted to get this video out early for you guys. Illinois plays Michigan State this Saturday, February 19th at 11 a.m. Central. And I feel great about this matchup. This one's going to be at Michigan State. So let's jump right into it. First, just a quick look at the Big Ten standings here. Illinois is first in the Big Ten at 11-3. And Michigan State just lost to Penn State not too long ago. So now they actually moved down to 5th. Overall records, though, these two teams are pretty similar. And then just looking at the last time they played, Illinois won by 1 at home on January 25th. So just looking at this box score, you might think, okay, Michigan State played really well on the road, but Kofi and Andre Curbelo were both out in this one. So honestly, even though Illinois was at home, I think that is a huge win for them. Without 2 of your preseason All-Americans, you still beat a top 25 team. That is a huge win, no matter where it's at. And that makes me feel great about Illinois in this upcoming matchup. Even though it's at Michigan State, you're getting 2 of your key guys back against a team you've already beaten. Then we're jumping to the overview. Also, just a quick note, Michigan State lost to Penn State earlier today. Penn State is a good home team. They're 8-4 at home, while 1-7 on the road. So I don't want to completely knock Michigan State for that, but they were the road favorites, and Penn State has not been that great on the year. So I expect Michigan State to move down. If they lose this one to Illinois, I definitely expect them to drop out of the top 25. But with that, let's look at the conference records real quick, or just the overall records. We have Michigan State at 18-7 and Illinois at 18-6, so only one less loss. But when you think about that, since we have Illinois as first in the Big Ten, and then you have Michigan State at 5th, tied with Rutgers, Illinois is trending in the right direction. They're playing their best basketball during conference play, and this is no surprise. Kofi was out for the first few games with that NIL issue. You also had Curbelo with his shoulder issue. This team didn't really have a solid starting lineup for a couple months into the season. They're starting to get their rotations figured out. I love the way Illinois is trending in this one. Just looking at some overall team ratings, we have Illinois with the 23rd rated offense and the 22nd rated defense. So I give their team strength as balanced. They play very well on both ends of the floor. Michigan State, on the other hand, is the 30th rated offense and the 46th rated defense. A little bit uncharacteristic for a Michigan State team to be better on the offensive end. Also, just to note, Illinois actually out-rebounds Michigan State. That has been one of the key factors in Tom Izzo's success, is just how well this team goes and attacks the glass, grabbing offensive, defensive rebounds. You're going to have Kofi back in this one. It's going to really just mitigate Marcus Bingham's effect, Julius Marble. I think Illinois out-rebounds him here, even on the road. Looking at the X factors, we got Curbelo. Don't know what to exactly expect from him. He was a preseason All-American. He's been back and forth with that injury, not exactly playing starter-like minutes all the time. Some games he's gone off for over 20. Some games he's been kind of just not even there. But for that reason, if Curbelo plays a good game, I think Illinois easily wins this one. You got Kofi, as you mentioned. He's always solid. Alfonso Plummer has been the huge news regarding this team. He's been a great three-point shooter, great overall scorer, and this team just really needed him, especially when you have DeMonte Williams and Trent Frazier so solid on the defensive end. Adding that extra scorer just really rounded this team out. I'm playing Max Christie here is the X factor for Michigan State. It's their best perimeter shooter. This team's still hard for me to read. Michigan State's also a balanced team. They got some experience too. They use their bench a little bit more, but I don't think their interior play is as strong. They're going to have to really have a team effort to stop Kofi, and I just don't think they're going to be able to get as much inside the paint. So I think Max Christie is going to be a huge factor in this one. If he hits a couple threes in a row, that completely changes the outcome of the game. But just hitting back on these key notes, Illinois is a better rated offense, defense. They played a tougher strength of schedule. They out-rebound Michigan State on the year. And Illinois already beat Michigan State without arguably their two best players. I think Illinois is a great play here, even on the road. Michigan State's 10-2 at home, but pretty much all Power 5 teams are good, have good home records. Illinois is 5-3 on the road. Not a bad road record at all. Illinois is also a pretty experienced team. I think these two teams are very similar, but Illinois almost takes the edge in just about every statistical category. I'm expecting this line around even. If you could get Illinois as an underdog, I'd jump all over that. If they're the favorite, taking a money line or -1, -2. Don't really want to touch -3. I don't think it's going to get to that point. ESPN has this as a pretty even matchup with Michigan State at home. But I love Illinois for all the reasons I mentioned before. Illinois is 7-3 in their last 10. They beat Northwestern. Illinois' real kryptonite on the season is Purdue. If it weren't for those two losses to Purdue, Illinois would be a top 10 team right now. And I just think Michigan State had a really hot start to the season, but their talent gap is going to kind of catch up to them, especially down the stretch. Illinois is the play. This game's on Saturday. The line probably won't be out for a few days, but I wanted to get this one out early. Wanted as many people to see it. You guys should all hammer it. One of my favorite plays of the year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. If you're going to tail fade me, start a discussion. I think I'll be able to back up my argument though. But please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, I'm just going to wrap up this video with our regular announcement. As always, we have our partnership with Prize Picks. You can see there on the left, they'll match your first deposit up to $100 using our promo code PROPICKS. It's a daily fantasy app, so you could use it in betting in legal states such as Texas, California, and Florida. You make entries on player props, and it's a growing app. All the popular sports bettors on Twitter, YouTube, they all have their own promo code too. It's a trusted app. It's growing. You guys should definitely get into it if you're just trying to find more ways to make entries on pretty much any sport. They even let you place entries on like Call of Duty and esports. I know some people make a lot of money on that. This is not my expertise though. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Shoot a comment. Let me know what other games you'd like to hear about this week. And I wish you guys all good luck. Thank you guys for watching.